smells nice. I hope it tastes that good. So hello and welcome to Dommy Tries This. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is my Easter bunny. I believe I got it last year, and I figured we're using the last of our stash teas from TeaLyra, and we're going into Easter, so we're going to use our Easter bunny. He even has a little tail on the back. I think that's just adorable. Anyway, as I said, our tea is from TeaLyra. It is from our last Sip Spy box for a little while. This one is the orange lemonade tea. This looks like it has loose tea in it, but it's actually sachets. And I opened it up. It smells amazing. Not getting quite the same strength of smell from the tea, but it's only been steeping for a little bit. Got little toes. So let's go ahead and give this a taste, and we will get started. Really hot. This buddy can be a little difficult to drink from because the mug is so scooped in like that. Okay, it's very delicate right now. Like I said, we just started steeping, but I'm getting something. I'm trying to figure out if it's lemon or orange or... It's sweet. We'll go with it's sweet. So, it doesn't taste like sugar either. It is definitely a citrus thing going on, but we're going to let it sit. It's a pink tea. That's interesting. I wonder if the milk did that and I just didn't notice. But at any rate, we're going to let it sit and steep, and we were going to go ahead and get started. So today we are shopping our stash for the month of April, which means I have to clear out my drawer from March. I have a few things that I've been using that I now have in my little bin over here, and we are going to take them out of my little bin over here, and I will tell you whether or not they're going to stay or whether or not they're going to go. A lot of them are probably going to stay. I think one of them is going to go, but most of the others I'm trying to get rid of right now. All right, so of the things that are going to stay, we include the Lancome lash base, and I'm still working on getting rid of the They're Real. And I'm also still working on the Benefit Gimme Brow. This should almost be done. It's starting to get to that point where I'm having to dig a little bit, so we'll see. That's almost ready to go. We had some new additions as well, and that includes this Maybelline Expert Wear in linen. I use this underneath my eyes. That's going to stay. My Alamar Brighten and Bronze Trio came in, and that went in. That's going to stay. I'm actually really enjoying that. And because of that, I put in my Alamar blushes. I'm going to keep those as well. The Ofra, I'm going to pull this out. This is nice. I've used it today. You can't see it on this look, but I've used it for some earlier filming. It's okay. I'm having issues with some of the colors. They're very pastel-y, so they can be very difficult to work on me. The purple works really nice. This blue works really nice. But some of the others I have struggled with a little bit, and I haven't used it much. But I have used it a few times. I do like it. I am going to keep it. It's just not going to be in my stash for April, so we're taking that out. And then my Morphe highlighter palette also got added. I'm actually going to take this out. These colors are not as buildable as I'd hoped. They do mix and match very well, which is really interesting, and you can get more buildable color that way. But I think I have other better highlighters, so we're going to move on the highlighter stuff. All right, so that's the stuff that I've used today for filming that is now in my basket for me to remember to put down in my little thing below. And one more thing. We have the Vanessa's Vanity Angel's Wings, and that is also going to stay. But now we have to get into our drawer, and whether they're going to stay or whether or not they're going to go. So I added my Muerte palettes when they came in, my Melt palettes when they came in. They are going to stay. I've actually really been enjoying working with these. I haven't worked with all the colors though, so I want to keep working with those. The Sauce Box palette is in there. I'm going to keep that in there for now. The Hip Dot Perfect Face, I'm going to actually take this one out at this point. I've got bronzer and blush, and I might be picking up another blush or something from there. Yeah, so I'm just going to take this one out for now. I do enjoy this palette. I just think it's time to move on. I am still working on getting rid of my Sephora and my e.l.f., so those are going to stay. The Sephora is pretty much expired. I'm not having any problems with it, but it is about 2 months over. I'm going to try to continue to use it. I think we're pretty close. It's like right about here. This has been laying down, so it's like right about here. I'd imagine it's somewhere about in here when it's all down at the bottom like it's supposed to be. But I'm going to try to use it for a little while longer. When I get to the point in April, because I suspect in April I'm going to get to the point where I think it's too far gone, we are going to bring in my Dream Satin Liquid. So I'm going to add that in there as well. Just put the 3 of them there because those are the ones I'm trying to use up right now. Still working on using the Melania powder. This is the banana powder, so I'm going to keep that in there. Haven't been using this nearly as much as I thought I would. This is the e.l.f. sheer finishing powder. It adds a nice color to the outside of the outside edge of my face, but I haven't been using it, so I'm going to take it out. Still working on a review for this. I just don't like the tip, but we will keep it in and keep trying. Still going to keep my Bad Habit powder in there. Still going to keep the other Vanessa Vanity in there. I am working on this Illamasqua, so that's going to stay. This Mellow is for my brows. This will also stay for when the Benefit Gimme Brow is gone. Haven't used any of the Ebens lately, so we're going to keep the Ebens in there. Still working on those reviews. I haven't really touched the Bobbi Brown, so I'm going to keep that in there. And as usual, my Urban Decay 24/7 waterline is going to stay. I think I used the Pure 4-in-1 Selfie once, maybe twice. I'm still testing it, so that's also going to stay. So a lot of our stuff is staying this time. And I honestly don't think I'm going to need to move you guys around much for... Oh, and we still have this Styla. I've used it maybe once. We're going to keep it in there for now. What can I say? Not into the liquid eyeshadows. But all of that stuff is going to stay. And I do have plans to bring in at least 1, possibly 2 eyeshadow palettes, and I will show those to you. Let me go ahead and get this stuff put away, and then we will talk about new stuff that I'm adding. Not much to put away, though. Gonna go ahead and turn you around. We'll go ahead and get started into the drawers. See, I told you she was pink. Anyway, so we're going to start over here. We're going to get into this drawer right here, where I'm going to pull out this NYX Glitter Goals. I haven't tried this particular NYX liquid lipstick, so we're going to pull that out to use. I'm also going to pull out the Galactic that I just got, the Girlactic that I just got from my Ipsy bag. Those are going to go in. And then we're going to come down and we're going to get in here. And one of the things that's going to be going in, that's in my basket right now, is going to be this Juicy Fruit palette. I've been meaning to get to it, and I haven't really played around with it. And it's really about time that I reviewed that sucker. So that is going to go in. I'm going to take in this little Milani palette. I'm going to play with that a little bit as well. And last but not least, this was that gift palette, that Tarte Sugar BU from their Sugar Rush collection. I'm going to put that in there and try to play around with that a little bit too. So I can completely skip all my other palettes right now. But we can go over here, and I'm going to get my Becca highlighter. I love that highlighter. And I need... I'm going to put in my Angel Food as well. I'll show you the color when we come back around. And last but not least, I think, what are you? I think we'll go ahead and do this IBY highlighter. So I got 3 highlighters, which is way more highlighters than I've had in a while. Don't need anything more out of that drawer. Now we're going to go into this drawer. Oh my, all the things, which is a mess. It's a mess. I honestly don't need much in the way of blush. It's a mess. It's a blush too. All right, we're gonna put no more palettes. We are full up on palettes, I think. There we go. Got stuff to fit. Alrighty. Pretty happy with my bronzers, so I'm going to leave the bronzers alone. Those are all Ofra. I don't need that much. I just need something on the deep side. Too brown. That one's more bronzy. You know what? Well, Ciate versus the Elf. I'm going to take the Elf. Alright, so we have a deeper blush that's in a slightly different color. It's not as deep as the deepest one in my thing, in my Alamar. Alright, need nothing from there. But we can take a look in here. I've been thinking about the mascara, but I've got 2 minis I'm trying to finish. So I'm going to hold off on that for a little while longer. Got lots of lip colors. I really don't need to do anything else. That's a metallic matte. That's probably a lip gloss. Yeah. Well, you know what? I've got this little mini. I should try this with that Lancome booster before the booster is all gone. So we're going to go ahead and just take this little guy out, and that'll be it from this drawer. So there is my stuff, minus a few things, but we're going to get you turned back around again. And yeah, this was a short one. There wasn't really that much going out, and I'm not bringing that much in. But let's get you turned around and see you in a minute. Okay, so I now have 3 highlighters, which makes up for the taking out the big highlighter thing from my drawer. And they're in different colors. We've got a nice kind of gold here, more on the medium end of gold. We've got my favorite angel food, and then we got this beautiful champagne Becca. This one is so gorgeous. I had to bring it back. It hasn't been out that long, and I had to bring it back. So those will be my highlighters. I don't know what that cat did. Stayed over here. They got into a paper bag or something. All right, and then I added 1 blush that will go with my Alamar that I use a lot right now. I'm really enjoying my Alamar. I gotta say, that Alamar is both of those Alamar face palettes are beautiful. We are going to throw in an extra eyeliner for when the Illamasqua that I'm using is out. We are putting in the Lancome mascara that goes with the base. I'm actually going to try this with the base. I've never tried this mascara before. And we've got a new lipstick in glitter goals. Oh, wow. I should have tried this earlier. I was looking for something that dark. But there's what that looks like. Wow. Oh, my. Okay. That is beautiful and very, very dark. And like I said, I was looking for something that dark earlier today. Wow, that's gorgeous. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. We all know I love the purples. All right, and we have both our Melt palettes and my Secret Garden, and I am adding this guy. I played around with it once on a Facebook Live. I've noticed some issues with some of these shinier ones. I need to use a sponge applicator to get them to actually apply well. I love the darker colors. I love some of these other colors. There are a ton of neutrals in here, but it's a beautiful palette, and I love these color combinations, and I really wanted to get to work so that I enjoy using it more in the future. I just picked this one up. I played with it a few times. This is not Milani. I said it was Milani, but first. It's the Black Radiance Eye Appeal, and this is in the Out of the Blue shades. They had several of these. I love these colors. I haven't actually done this kind of thing, so we'll do this. But like I said, I have played with some of it, and it has some pigmentation. It's not that bad in that way. I do have to build it up a little bit. It doesn't withstand to the inner corner of my eyes, at least the few times I've used it, but it is a beautiful little palette. So we're going to include that, and we're going to put you right there. Right there. I need to fit somewhere. I have too much in here already. And then finally, I got this last summer, I think. This is the Juicy Fruit. We are going to play with these finally. Get these colors going. We are heading into summer. So I figure it's time to start playing with these beautiful colors. I did use some of it today. It is all mattes or close to mattes. There's a couple of them that seem more like satins. They're not quite shimmery. They're not quite matte, but they are also fairly beautiful colors. A little on the powdery side, but they work really well on the eyes. So we're going to put that in there and try to get that going as well so I can give it a review so you guys can decide whether or not you want to buy from Just Peachy Queen, I think it is. All right, so we're going to get you turned around again so you can look inside my drawer. Remember, there are a few things that are not in here. They're in my basket because I've used them today. Let's get you turned around and you can take a look. Alrighty, so there is my drawer with way too much stuff. I know I'm not going to use all of these. I am very tempted to take the Secret Garden out. I think I'm going to take the Secret Garden out. I think because I've been trying to get to it, and I know I need to get to it, but I'm going to work on these other ones for now. My Vita, my Muerte. I'm going to play with the Beige, BU, and this little guy. I put my Alamar palettes in here so you could see that they're in there. And there's my powders, and there's my blush, and all my other stuff. Alrighty. Not that bad of a drawer. It's a little full. Alrighty, so this last box is going back out. It's going to go back in the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer is my stuff that I'm trying to remember to use so I can review it for you guys. I think they finished their rebranding or whatever they were going to do. So I'm going to put that back in my bottom drawer and pick it up another time. So there we go. And so that is my Shop My Stash for the month of April. As you know, we are going to be doing a lot more using of products that I already own, because I can't really buy any new stuff right now. It's the way it is, unfortunately. And I am sad about that because I know that some of you really like the way I review things and how thorough I can be. And I'm really sorry. I really wish I had the money to buy more, but I just don't at this time. So Anyway, that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen and you're not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. If you do subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday. However, I do have bonus videos. We are not doing our bonus indie brands at this moment, and I am not quite sure if we're going to be able to get to do our container gardening in the summer. The weather is just it's too cold. I can't get anything started now, and for my peppers I would really need to start right about now to get a harvest before the end of the season. And I don't know. Might be able to do tomatoes, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes in the future. But right now, at this point, I don't know if that's going to actually happen. Makes me sad. I like doing my gardening. But anyway, my son still opens his My Geek Box every month. And if my subscribers, you don't have to, but if my subscribers do send me anything, those typically get opened on the channel as well as bonus videos. We will be having one more Jenny Bell bonus video. Might be up before this. I know it's on its way, but we'll see. If it hasn't come up yet, it will be coming up soon. You all know I love her. I hope you will go and give her a nice little subscription. You'll love that little... I'm not wearing her earrings today, but you'd love those earrings. They're a little more pricey than the ear fleek. However, they're much better earrings. They really are. And they are customized to you. But that one should be coming up as well. So we do have the bonus videos, and to know when those go up, you do have to have that notification bell clicked because they don't go up on regular upload days. If you're part of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure that they're both still active. So it hasn't had any problems in the recent months, but you never know. It is online, and things have been whacking out a little bit because of, Corona. People not being in the office as much, so I've noticed a few places are having a few more issues because they have staff out. They need to have the staff out, so I'm not going to complain. But stuff does happen when you don't have staff in the office. And if you choose not to subscribe, I'd be disappointed and sad. However, I do hope that you will come back again because we love having the company here. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. We have cooled down a bit. It has been at least 10 minutes. So how long do you say to steep? 4 to 5 minutes. So this should be at full strength. Now I did use only one of the little temples. They are the rectangular little temples. Oh, it doesn't want to come up. It is a rectangular little temple. I did use only one, even though it didn't look like there was a lot of tea in there, but you never know. It could be good. Let's give her a sip and see if it is indeed very good. It smells. It's starting to smell a lot more strong. More like when I open the bag. But let's give it a taste. There are faint hints. I think for most tea drinkers that would not be a bad strength. I'm not getting any particularly orange or lemon. This has apple pieces, carrot flakes, blackberry and eucalyptus leaves, beetroot pieces, hibiscus, lemongrass, freeze-dried tangerine pieces, and orange slices. I'm not getting that. I'm getting a mildly fruity, kind of fruity, not very much citrus, but mildly fruity, sweet flavor. I might need 2 bags for it to make me happy. But I can tell from the strength that it is right now that people who aren't like me, who don't like extra strong tea, might really enjoy this. So I want to think about giving it a try. Anyway, that's it. Hope you have a good one.